Hello everyone, this is Lying Figure, and today we're playing Silent Hill 4 once again, and I did some reading, and the reason why I never saw Eileen doing that possessed speaking like we did in the last part, the possessed speaking and damage when we stand near her, is because she's so damaged actually, and so there is a way to heal Eileen. I just had no idea that she was hurt. Because in my previous playthroughs, even though I was playing on a harder difficulty, I never realized, or I never let her get that hurt. So anyways, the best way to heal her, or the only way, is to take a holy candle and just set it down right next to her, and she will slowly heal. And basically I was reading up on the lore reasons why she seems possessed and she's speaking in weird cult ritual things. And it's because it's actually Walter's spirit trying to take control of her. And at one point you can kind of make out her saying, "Henry, can you hear me?" And anyways, we're gonna head back into the world here, and we'll see if we can get her to speak and say those things, just so you can hear it. We'll see if we can get it to happen here. You can see she's covered in not just blood, but some weird possessed goo stuff. We'll see if we can get her to speak here. It just kind of happens randomly when she's just hurt, so if it takes too long, I'll just cut the video. Alright everyone, well I tried my best, but I couldn't get her to do it. It's been a couple minutes. It seems to just happen pretty randomly, so we'll see if we can see it again. Although we should probably, you know what, we'll save the holy candle for later. Because she's going to keep getting hurt anyways. So, and we still want to hear her say whatever she has to say. Well, it's probably because you've been beaten to an absolute pulp. Let's just let her catch up here. Okay. Alright, so there's a diary here, and that was obviously Richard's ghost. I want to go back to that time. Things were so good then, that day of my birthday. The cute cat in the pet store, all those balls in the basket. Playing pool was fun too. The door of time was wide open. When I see four things, I can't help but remember that time. So, there's four reminiscences, and we need to find those things, gather those, so that we can... Oh, hello. Where was that? It's gotta be all the way down here. Let's just take a look at that again so we have some guidance. I want to go back to that time, the day of my birthday, the cute cat in the pet store, playing pool, and balls in the basket. So, there's four things we need to gather or make these things come true in order to escape this world. So, whoever wrote that, nobody knows. No one even has an idea. It doesn't really matter though. Anyways, no, that was not a bug. That's just what Richard does. I think his ghost is the most cool and interesting to me. He randomly freezes and locks up and has this weird movement and really cool stuff. Just look at him go. He looks so cool. He's pretty ineffectual and you can escape him easily because of that. But he actually can teleport, which is pretty neat. The door won't shut, it's open tight. Wait a second. I didn't see what that said. Forget it. First we need to grab Eileen, since she's still stuck out here. Whoa. So yeah, you can see he teleports. There's a portal here, and we're going to go ahead and take it. Because Richard can be a huge burden. He does a lot of damage when he does hit you, which is probably the reason why he's it takes him a lot of effort to hit you. Whoa. Looks like we got the ghost again. Anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to murder. So let's use the Saint medallion here. We're going to go ahead and murder Richard. And we're going to use the silver bullet for that because he takes a lot of damage. And we'll put this back and grab one of these. And let's use these for our haunting. Oops. I just wasted a health drink there. I think we got him. Alright. Well, it's too bad that I used that health drink, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to reload the game anyways, and I'll cut the video. Not because of the health drink, but there's something I wanted to show you with Richard that I didn't get to show you. So I will be right back. Okay everyone, and we're back. So I just wanted to show you this about Richard, which is kind of hard to see. But oh, never mind. He didn't do it. Usually, you can see him actually falling off the roof just like he does before, except this time he really sticks to landing. Unfortunately, didn't get to see him do that. But I did reload the game, so before I left the apartment, I made sure to grab some items to take care of him, which is the silver bullet and also the sword of obedience. So let's give him one shot and stick the sword in him. And he will just stay down from now on. Or at least he should. Yep, he's just gonna stay there. Perfect. So we are good to go. There's 3 buttons lined up vertically. Top button, mid button, and bottom. Let's go bottom, and then we'll move up from there. Hi, Eileen. Oh, it opens out the back? Or we can go this way. There's actually a nice glitch we can use here to skip this whole area if you want, which is you can kind of force Eileen through here, force her next to the fence, and then quickly sprint over to the elevator, come back out, and she'll be glitched through it, and then you can kind of waddle your way through it once she's stuck through it. And doing that can be very helpful. Sorry, Eileen. Because you can skip getting these 4 reminiscences, however you want to say it. But I'm not going to skip it. And I also don't even really know how to do the bug properly, so. Anyways, this is a pretty big area to explore. What's the cue ball doing here anyways? So that's one item. There's the billiards, or pool item. Ladder that comes up here. I don't think there's anything over here except for this Japanese alleyway. And one of the interesting things about this area is that Walter is not nowhere to be found. Oh, sorry.
I'm going to see my mom. Stay out of my way. Who are you, anyway?
My name's Walter. Walter Sullivan. It's time to complete the 21 sacraments.
But that's my name. And what are the 21 sacraments?
Don't worry. You'll know soon enough. Well, let's go and see Mother.
Let me go, that hurts.
Damn.
So as I was saying, we're coming down this alleyway to see that and to grab this medical kit. And, well, um, again, we don't really see Walter here except for in that cutscene. Because that's where... Oh, excuse me, Cletus. That is, going to show why he's absent, which is because... Actually, I think I might have missed something over here. Let me just heal really quickly. I might want to use this medkit. Yeah. So this is Cynthia again, because we didn't pin her down in the subway world. She'll be here. But it's no big deal. We can pin her down if she gets to be a problem. But yeah, it's that's why we are not seeing him. He's too busy trying to complete the sacraments and doing certain things. Weird place for a volleyball game. I agree. And I also I find it funny that Walter kidnaps himself. It couldn't be any creepier. A man covered in blood in a trench coat. Here are these ghost wheelchairs again. Oh, they're pretty easy to dodge. So you notice this is not the sequence that we took in the... oh, there's a holy candle up there. In the original building world. But here it's more of an explore and find things than actually... than to actually go in a chronological order. Although where I'm supposed to take these 4 reminiscences, I can't remember exactly. In fact, I don't remember where the last 2 are. But I know they're easy enough to find, so no big deal. Now this should take us to the bar if I remember correctly. Yep. And there's a new note here. Actually, I think it's the same note as before. Yeah, it's the same. Actually, that's the later bartender's memo, so we're going to want to read that. My bad. Here we go. The boss said we had to change our phone number because of all the complaints about the weird noises. That's the ghost noises we heard early on when we called the number. Now we have to change the store sign on the roof. What a pain. By the way, the number is the last 4 digits on the new phone number. Not too smart if you ask me. This bartender's really skeptical about his boss's code decisions. So, they had to change the sign because of all the weird ghost noises that you get when you call the phone. Looks like a billiard table. Oh, you use the cue ball here? Alright, so we put the pool ball back on the billiards table. I don't remember where we left Eileen. It was around the elevator, I think. Anyways, no big deal. No ghost there. Oh, there's a haunting. So, might want another sword of obedience. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab it. And we'll use these Saint medallions in our spare time. And I don't want to carry around the volleyball, so... that should be good, I think. I'll just use this on the TV. And that should be good. Excellent. So we'll throw this back here. And the reason I'm taking the Sword of Obedience is because I want to take down Cynthia. I believe she follows you to a section up ahead that's going to be pretty difficult if she's still tailing us. Red scrap of paper. Continuing from yesterday, I'm going to summarize everything that I've learned about Walter Sullivan so far. Naturally, it was a long way for a kid his age to travel, but he made the trip every week by subway or bus. Unfortunately, someone else was living in the apartment, and so he couldn't be reunited with his mother, room 302. For years, he continued to come here, almost like he was possessed, just to peek into the apartment. Eventually, the tenants began to complain and treat him badly when they saw him hanging around. Walter began to fear the tenants and see them as obstacles preventing him from seeing his mother. As the years passed and Walter matured, he began to be more and more influenced by the teachings of the cult. Furthermore, his obsession with his mother and his feelings of resentment towards the outer world became even deeper. Walter became preoccupied with one particular tract from the cult's Bible, the descent of the Holy Mother, the 21 Sacraments. By the 21 Sacraments the Holy Mother shall appear in the countries of the world, and shall bring salvation to the sinful ones. After Walter left Witch House, he moved to Pleasant River, a town neighboring Silent Hill. For a while, he lived the life of a normal student, but he was still filled with bitterness and resentment towards the rest of the world. Several years later, he launched his plan there, the 21 Murders, July 29th. So hopefully the message still gets across, despite me struggling to read that note coherently. Again, Joseph Schreiber, the journalist, is writing these, and again, it's called The Cult multiple times. It's not called The Order, but just interesting to note. Let's go ahead and save the game. And also we should look out and see the sign, because they changed the sign and we need the door code. If we can just run over here. Hopefully you can see it from this window. Yep. 555-3750. That's the same code as earlier, though. 3750. I guess we'll just have to try it out. That's bizarre. Well, let's try it. And if this doesn't work, then I did something wrong. Yep, it's different. But I didn't see a sign. Or at least a new sign. I'll figure it out, but in the meantime, let's explore the rest of the area. This is a huge place, so no reason to get stuck up here. But we do need to remember, when we have no other option, come back here. Oh, looks like we're gonna get... Ooh, almost got hit. Okay. Oh, there's an item here. I didn't even see this. That will come in handy. I think we might need to see the new sign from the building world somehow. I'm not sure how, but I think that's how you do it. Now Cynthia, I'm not sure if I should take her out right now or wait until we get to a different area. And this Cletus dude, I don't know what his problem is, but we've seen him through the whole game. He doesn't seem to be too effective though, so... Oops. I don't want to waste too much ammo, so I'll just run through here. Tremors all over the place, but nothing else too exciting. And yep, Eileen is still here. And a holy candle's here. So, let's go ahead and heal Eileen with the... You know what? Let's wait. I'd rather be safe than sorry. But we didn't go down this ladder, so let's check this out. Doesn't look too different. Is this just the same room? It is just the same room. I guess the same ladder leads to two different places. How strange. That's Silent Hill for you, though. Unless it's one on... Yeah, alright. So each one comes out of a different side. That makes sense. Anyways, we checked... let's check the middle, then. What? Oh. Oh no. Alright. Nothing much happened. Doors are shut here, but we can go out the front. Looks like we started on the middle. Okay, so we just have to go up. Can we harass her with the gun? Yeah, we can. That's pretty cool. And can't go out the back. Elevator's not here. And we can hear Richard suffering pretty badly. Poor guy. But he deserved it. There's a health drink here. Looks like our inventory is full. So I'm gonna go ahead and... Wow. I don't know what that noise is. I'm just gonna leave Eileen behind. I'm gonna take out this dog. Okay. Is she coming? Wow. I'm actually surprised that she didn't get stuck on the dog down there. Good for her. Good for her. Alright, Eileen, come on. I actually really like the second visit of the worlds a lot better than the first. More lore, more interesting cutscenes, and more to learn, really. I like it a lot better. In here, there's nothing we can do except go in the hole, because our inventory is so full. And that rhymed. I'm a poet, and I wasn't even aware. Okay. And we get the same haunting again here. But we'll just use the Saint Medallion on this one. I like to use the Saint Medallions because they won't heal Eileen, and because the Holy Candles have two purposes, it's better to hoard those than the Saint Medallions. Technically, the Saint Medallions do have a second purpose, which is that they will damage and hold back ghosts when you're near them. But I would rather just beat the hell out of the ghost with a pipe than hold a Saint Medallion close to them. So we can get rid of pretty much all of this. We want to take those 3 extra bullets, actually. And we do still have the revolver with all of its bullets. So we're doing okay. I'm not sure if we want to take this sort of obedience, because I know that we're going to have to, we might have to fight Cynthia, I'm not sure. Whatever. If we have to fight her, we'll go back and we can grab this from the apartment. There's enough holes all over that it doesn't matter. Alright. There's a golf putter here, but I think we already have like 4 of those in our apartment. So this is where the volleyball goes. And on the desk there are some cake candles. Let's grab those. Color for candles for birthday cake. But in the meantime, let's just explore. Something reeks in here. Actually, there's a little store over here. It's the pet shop, I believe, that I'd like to check out before we go all the way over here. Oops, we came from here. Here it is. It'll just be down these stairs, I believe. And just like the first time we came here, there's a lot of loud monster noises. Still don't know what those are. Yeah. Might be the Holy Mother, who knows? And here we can hear, we heard there was a pet store, and as it was talked about in the note, pistol bullets. Sounds like there's a ghost coming out over here. Oh, it's the Slavic ghost. I swear there's an item in here that we do need. Oh, there's Cynthia. Cage for a dog or a cat. Okay. So we're going to come back here. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, too. So, whether or not Eileen makes it and follows us that closely doesn't matter, because we're coming right back here. What we're going to do is actually grab the volleyball, and we'll put it in its place, and while we're there, we're going to grab the Sword of Obedience. And why not? If we're going to stop, we might as well take this with us. Alright. And this way we can pin down Cynthia in the pet shop, which will keep her from messing with us a little bit later on. It looks like no hauntings this time. So we don't need all this pistol ammo. We will need this. Did we already have that? Huh, I didn't even realize. I'm fucking dumb. Don't need these right now. We'll take the volleyball. Might as well take these. We'll just be safe. I'm not entirely coordinated here. Well, that's okay. I'm having fun at least. Okay. Now we will fight her. Hopefully the bullets hurt her. If we were able to beat Andrew DeSalvo down with a pipe, then we should be able to destroy Cynthia with a gun. I'll get Eileen to follow us. Okay. Okay, everyone. So, I actually cut the video. I did go and try and fight Cynthia, but it went very well, and by very well I mean it didn't work at all, and it was very, very sad on what I attempted to do. It took about 5 minutes, and I just died in the end. Looks like you can't beat Cynthia down and stab her with a pike, or stab her with a Sword of Obedience. So what we need to do exactly is not clear to me. But that's okay. We will just avoid her. And we're gonna run through the pet shop again anyways, because there's the door at the other side. That seemed cool enough. So, that was a massive disaster. But it's of no worry to us. We will simply dodge these enemies and run into here. So there's newspapers all over the ground here. According to the Ashfield police, at approximately 8:30 in the evening, witnesses near the pet store, Garland's, reported the sound of multiple gunshots, possibly from an automatic weapon. By the time the police arrived, the perpetrator had already fled, and the shop owner, Steve Garland, was found dead with a probable submachine gunshot wound to the head. All the store's animals were brutally slaughtered, and the store left in extreme disarray. In addition, inside sources say that Garland's heart had been removed, and on his back, 5 numbers were carved. Now we can hear the sounds going on of the slaughter. And this is, of course, Walter committing the murder, doing that. And this is interesting because for 2 reasons. We'll see one when we head back in there, and it also explains who the ghost is, the Slavic ghost. I keep calling him that because he's wearing a tracksuit, which is, he's actually named Steve Garland, and while it's not confirmed, it's very interesting that his last name is Garland, because if you remember, the nurse from Silent Hill 1 was named Lisa Garland, and it has the series has a history of connecting characters just loosely by their last names and calling them family. So, very likely Lisa Garland's relative. But if we head back, we can now see the gunshot wounds all over, or gunshot bullets, the crime scene tape, and of course, Steve there. And it's all in disarray, and it's completely destroyed. Very cool stuff. Again, I much prefer the second visit to this world. It's really cool. In fact, the second visits to most of these worlds are a lot cooler than the first, honestly. Anyways, we'll keep exploring. And we are in this room now, which if you remember was the pointless upside down room. Now, this looks like I'm retarded. It's because it's actually very hard to control, because the controls are reversed as well. But there's a grandfather clock here. Upside down clock, the hands aren't moving, doorknob is rusted shut. So, I assume we have to do something here. And by assume I mean I know. This is the door that will open with the 4 reminiscences. At least I think it is. Unless there's something else to do. But anyways, now we know generally where we need to go, I believe. We just need to explore the rest of this level. We need to find some sort of cat or dog for this cage. And we also need to find one more reminiscences. Because we already did the billiards table and the volleyball. And after the dog or cat thing, I'm not sure what to do. But Eileen following us is not very important, so I'll probably just leave her behind right here. And we will go through this door. And now we have a bit of area to explore. Because we can go up these stairs here. Or let's just make sure there's nothing else here. Yep. So, just have this area to explore now. Creepy images on the wall. Skid floors. Pretty normal for Silent Hill, honestly. We're just going to make sure we see everything here. Don't miss any supplies. Yep. And these noises are new. Some sort of animal noise. And of course, that's the ghost from earlier. Here's a little cat statue. Weird place for a stuffed animal. It's a stuffed cat, alright. And there's a Sword of Obedience. Birthday cake. Let's use the candles here. Excellent. This is just a pretty normal apartment. And there's some dogs here. I think there might be an item around here. If you remember, this is where we begin the building world level on our first visit through. As we began it up here, I believe. We're just going to check for supplies, just to be safe. Yeah, it looks, I think there might be some stuff down there. These things go down after one shot, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, there's some sort of, looks like a golf club or something, yeah. I guess we might as well take it. Alright. So, now we're just gonna head back down, put the cat in the cage. And that should be that. At least for this world. Let's just check this thoroughly, make sure there's nothing else over here. Oh, there is. A holy candle. Excellent. We're stocking up on those holy candles. That's a good thing. So we have so much ammo, we might as well take down these dogs. It's more important to preserve health items than ammo at this point. And right as we say health item, there's a health drink here. That's always good. Whoa. Let's see if we can kick him again here. Alright. Okay. And if you remember, this is where Richard fell. And if you don't have him pinned down, he can fall here, and it looks pretty funny, but he doesn't really topple over. He just lands in the ground. Are we coming here already? Yeah, we did. We need to... I'm not sure if we should grab this. I guess we might as well. There are ghosts that are more important than him that we're gonna have to take down. I don't think he's gonna follow us too far. Especially because we're almost out of this world. I'm still not sure what those big giant purpley pink images are. I have no clue really. Interesting nonetheless. We have a lot of items. It might be best to, well, let's just stick the cat in. Oops. We'll stick the cat in over here. And, no, you know what? That's a bad decision. We'll drop off our items, and that way we won't have to come back. So I just want to say, despite all the minor annoyances, let's just use the last of our Saint medallions. Despite the minor annoyances of, I think I said annoyances, but of escorting Eileen around and having to manage our health very closely, it isn't that bad, honestly. It's been pretty fun. Even just the little gameplay loop of gather items, go back, use some items, and it feels even more survival horror than the other games because it's a little tighter, even on the easier difficulty. And I really like that. It's got a good gameplay loop to it, which is really good. I like this game a lot. Sorry, I'm thinking about what we should take and leave. I think this is gonna break in a second. Yeah. So again, Saint Medallion's pretty much disposable. Holy Candle is a bit more important to me. And this should be done about now. Yep, alright. So we're going to save the game after we put this back. We have a health drink, but we might want to grab another, just in case. We have 6 left. We have 5 first aid kits, 1 ampoule. Yeah, we'll grab another one. And we'll grab this. Save the game. Excellent. So, just gonna get right back into it. Oops. Damn, I can't aim the mouse correctly. Okay. So now we should be good to go. Hi, Eileen. Alright. Come on. Eileen's still really damaged. I would heal her, but you don't actually need her to have any health at all until right before or about at the final boss fight. So, I mean, healing her now is... she's just gonna get hurt again along the way. So, oops. There we go. Put the stuffed cat in the cage. You can hear the sound of a clock from somewhere. That, of course, indicates... let's go to the upside down room. You can hear it dinging in the distance. Okay. And now the room has been flipped back upside down, thankfully. And the door's actually much cleaner now. And we need to make sure Eileen follows us here. Okay. And this is a room we've never been in before. There's Cynthia. Lots of doors, but I believe none of them will open, really. That door's open. Come on, turn around. There we go. Okay. And now we can see a fire down there, because Jasper is here. The ghost from the forest world. And now all these ghosts are chasing us around. Hello, Jasper. I bet you are tired. Anyways, we used to get away from them, because they do quite a bit of damage. Here's a room with some enemies, but not too big of a deal. But this room is really hard to get through with Eileen. She tends to get hurt a lot in here, or just stuck. I don't really want that to happen, so we're going to take down all these enemies. And then we'll go back for her. There was a health drink right over here. A sand wedge. No. Oh, we have 3 health drinks now. That's pretty good. So, let's just check out what's ahead. Yeah, we're gonna want Eileen. And what this area is, I don't really know. There's a spiral staircase right there, but I really don't know. Maybe some back alleyway. And is this door... Can we go through here? Nope. So this is the only way we can go. Thankfully Eileen is with us. So we'll be good now. I don't think the... you might see the ghost one more time in this world. But... we should be fine. We have enough health drinks that we'll make it through. I think this is quite a few staircases taking us down to this door. Unlocked it. And you can recognize this place, of course. But why we're here, I'm not sure. Huh. This is interesting. Oh, I get it. I think it's because this is the only way to take Eileen with us, because she can't climb up the ladder. So we have to get her to follow us over here. Oh, there she is. She was hidden by Henry. So now we can follow her here, or have her follow us, I think. Whoa. Wheelchair crossing. Come on, Eileen. And now we just need to head downstairs. Wow. She's getting possessed. That's the effect we saw with the nurses, the patients back in the hospital. Enemies will fall down and make ping noises on the stairs. Nothing we can really do about that, since we don't have a holy candle right now. So Eileen will just have to deal with her possession. Man, it takes her forever to get down here. Come on, Eileen. She takes forever. Okay. Now we're finally back in the bar. And now that we use the 4 reminiscences, however you want to say it, I believe now the sign might have changed back in our apartment. So let's go check it out. It's the same thing. 555-375. Oh, hey. Little Robbie the Rabbit balloon up there. Cool. Okay, everyone. I figured out the problem. I grabbed some new supplies for the upcoming area, or problem that we're gonna have. And, anyways, turns out what you need to do is just call the old number, and they'll give you the new one. So we're gonna go ahead and call again.
The phone number you are trying to reach is no longer in service. The new number is 555-4890.
Alright, so we got the new number, 4890. Oops, stuck on the wall there. So now we can finally advance ahead. Hello, Eileen. 4890. Okay. Now we'll have to... I believe now this area we can go down. A wall collapsed from above, making a makeshift complete staircase for us. Which means instead of going up this time to Richard Braintree's apartment, we can go down. But I am going to run all the way upstairs. Because I just want to check. I think there's some items in Richard's apartment. If there aren't, though, I will... Oh. Never mind then. I guess there aren't. Oh, she's just beating the hell out of herself. Oops. I didn't need to hit her as well. I was trying to hit the Hummer. That was pretty funny. I was trying to help her out by beating the shit out of her, too. Alright. That Hummer just fell to its death. So what will happen when we keep descending and descending here instead of going up? Well, we'll figure it out. God, these Hummers are really annoying. They really chip away at your health, though, if you don't do anything about it. Nobody cares about your leg. We have to wait for her to catch up now. Ah, come on. Would you just stop being possessed already? It's so annoying. I'm gonna clock her with a pipe. Come on, Eileen. Goodness gracious. My goodness. Move, bitch. Okay. Nobody cares. Oh my goodness. What an annoying bitch. Anywho, we finally reached the bottom. So let's go through this creepy door and grab this medkit. So now we're fighting the first boss of the game, There are only 2 bosses in the game. We're now fighting the first. As you can see, they are enhanced versions of the wall men. And this boss is called the One Truth for a couple different reasons. But basically, the room is filled with these wall men, and we need to figure out which one is the One Truth and which one is just a fake dummy with infinite health. And we know which one is the One Truth because there it is. Because when you hit it, it will hurt every one of them. So we got pretty lucky to find it that early. And this is an interesting boss. The designs with the stretch skin are cool, and also just the room with the giant pit in the middle. It looks very cool. And when they raise up, they're basically just running away. Thankfully, the One Truth won't change throughout the whole battle. In fact, I think we just won. So that was pretty quick. And now it drops 2, of course, because this is probably the boss most related to the Cult of Silent Hill, so let's talk about that. The reason 2 more drop down to, is because it's representing the Halo of the Sun. This is the whole cult, and there's 2 of them, which is because of Alessa's soul was split in half, and of course was completed by Cheryl. So there's that duality theme, hence why we see 2 now at the end. And the reason it's called the One Truth is because, 1, Henry is considered the receiver of wisdom. The final victim of the 21 sacraments, 21, must be called the receiver of wisdom. So they need to test his ability to decide the truth from the lies and so on. And so we found the truth. And 2, it's called the One Truth as a reference and criticism of religion, or at least the cult's religion, because most different religions, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, and so on, they kind of call themselves the One Truth. Like, this one is the one true one. And so the One Truth is referring to the twisted demonic cult of Silent Hill being, the One Truth, as Walter was taught. Excuse me. Anyways, we found the truth. Now let's head through the door. And you can see now it's pretty much just black. It's not just getting darker. It's just black outside. More of a void than anything. Creepy little table. And we can just descend and descend. And I believe this is the longest staircase of them all, actually. As you can tell by how long it takes for us to get down. Another little cell room. And we're almost at the ground, as you can see, which is very interesting. You have a right to be scared. This is very scary. But we're going to head down to this hole before we advance any further and check up on things in the apartment. I'm sure there's going to be another haunting. At least I'm pretty sure. Just a note, I guess. I expected a new haunting. That's okay, though. I don't mind. Sorry there, was interrupted. But anyways, we'll keep these. We're actually going to take another health drink. I just put one away, but we want it back. And we're probably pretty good. I mean, the steel pipe is a good weapon. The handgun, well, you know what? I'm not too worried about it breaking anymore, because we're so late in the game. So we're going to take the strongest weapon, which is the rusty axe, or one of the strongest weapons at least, probably the strongest one we have, and we'll save the game. Now we are pretty much encroaching on the end game, so this is probably a good place to stop for now. Again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you will return for the final part. We're going to be learning a lot. And actually, before we go, let's read a note, because I forgot about this. Number 1, 10 heart. Number 2, 10. Number 3, 10 hearts. Number 4, 10 hearts, Steve Garl. Number 5, 10. Number 6, 10 heart. Number 7, 10 hearts, Billy Locane. Number 8, 10 hearts, Miriam Locane. 10 hearts, 10. Number 11, Assumption, Walter Sullivan. Number 12, Void. Number 13, Darkness. Number 14, Gloom. Number 15, Despair, Joseph Schreiber. Number 16, Temptation, Cynthia Velasquez. Number 17, Source, Jasper Gein. Number 18, Watchfulness, Andrew DeSalvo. Number 19, Chaos, Richard Braintree. Number 20, Mother, Eileen Galvin. Number 21, Wisdom, Henry Townshend, August 7th. So let's just review those very quickly, because these are explained a little bit, but it's important that we know these. If we can find it. Here we go. So these are actually the theme of the murders, essentially. So the first one was 10 hearts, right? Because the beginning of the 21 sacraments demands 10 hearts. So each one of the first 10 is those 10 hearts. And then when you get to number 11, you get Assumption, Walter Sullivan, because remember he was the 11th victim, because he killed himself. And that's called the Ritual of the Holy Assumption. Basically allows him to become a ghost or come back to life. We're not sure about the details about that yet. Number 12, it was, well, number 12 through 14, Void, Darkness, Gloom. Those are the three unexplained victims who are the three wheelchairs, basically. Void, Darkness, Gloom, they are the ones that are kind of void, they're absent, which is why we don't even get to see their physical forms as ghosts. Then we get to 15 and we see Despair, Joseph Schreiber. Of course, the guy who's been writing these notes is Joseph Schreiber. He used to live in our apartment. His theme was despair. Number 16, Temptation, makes sense because it's Cynthia Velasquez and she was trying to have sex with us, and she's very sultry. Number 17, Source, because one, he knew a lot of information about the cult and so on, and also he was burned alive, like Alessa, the source of the cult's magic. Number 18, Watchfulness, he was the creepy watcher, watchful prison guard, head prison guy in the water prison. He would peek through the holes and watch everyone. Number 19, Chaos, Richard Braintree, because Richard was a crazy, violent, skinning people nonsense dude. And the last two are the most telling, which are number 20, Mother, Eileen Galvin, number 21, Wisdom, Henry Townshend. So Henry is, again, the receiver of wisdom. He needs to find the truth, and he needs to explore, and so on. So the goal, of course, is to make me the final victim, and to make Eileen the victim before that, because Eileen was so sweet and nice to Walter when she gave him the shabby doll in the subway station, that he sees her in a way as how he would want his mother to be. And so if he's going to give Room 302 life, he's going to give it life of the mother by performing the 21 sacraments. He wants to model it after Eileen Galvin. So basically, that's why we were seeing in the giant head room earlier, she was moaning in the hospital world. We saw her giant head and we hear sexual moans, which is because she was basically the mother. There's the sex and there's birth and rebirth and so on. Hence why she represents the theme of mother. And then wisdom, we already talked about that. So anyways, that explains vaguely some of the last few reasons as to why Walter's doing what he's doing, and why Henry and Eileen are being targeted. And yeah, it's probably a good place to end it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a good day or night, and I'll talk to you soon.